Hey, what's up, guys? Chris here, and today we are going to talk about the Week 1 game between the Vikings at the Titans. Let's go ahead and let's get into this one. And you want to talk about an interesting game. Hold on. Before we even get into this, let's talk about Adrian Peterson right now. 19 carries for 31 yards. Wow. The Titans did a very good job of shutting down the run game for the Vikings. Blair Walsh, 4 out of 6 field goals, giving the Vikings a huge chunk. 12 points of the 25, just about half. And if it wasn't for an interception return for a touchdown by Eric Kendricks, we might have a different outcome, in this game. Both teams' defenses were disturbed and really rattled the other team's offense. Of course, Minnesota coming in with Sean Hill. They lost Teddy Bridgewater early on. Marcus Mariota still trying to find himself here, in the NFL. He had an okay game, 25 for 41 with 271 yards, 2 touchdowns, interception, got sacked twice. Sean Hill, though, had an okay game, 18 for 33, 236. No touchdowns, no interceptions, no sacks. Like I said, the offenses struggled a bit throughout this game. Early on, Tennessee was able to kick a field goal after driving for 53 yards. Weren't really able to capitalize much off of it. Mariota did find Derrick Henry, though, for 29 yards throughout it. Decent chunk there. But yeah, like I said, they have to settle for the field goal. Minnesota misses a field goal early, and they had this issue last year with Blair Walsh. Pretty sure, wasn't it, against Seattle? The missed field goal that could have sent them to the next game in the playoffs. So yeah, that was probably a bit rough for them. Late in the second quarter, though, Tampa finds the end zone on 13 plays for 73 yards. Marcus Mariota was able to find. He had a short pass to Sharp up there for 12 yards. He found Murray for 5. A little bit right after that, he found Douglas for 16. Throughout the drive, he had Sharp again for 8 yards, Murray again for 14, and he would find Murray in the end zone for 6 yards for the touchdown. So Tennessee with the early lead, 10-0. Minnesota comes out, though, following up. What was it? Patterson with the 61-yard the 61-yard return to start off the second quarter. Damn, that was crazy. That return. So he gave the Vikings perfect field position. They're on Tennessee's 34, and they weren't able to capitalize. They have to settle for the Blair Walsh 50-yard field goal, making him work. Right after, Blair would another field goal after that. So the game, it was 12-10. Mariota throws this interception here, and that's when Kendricks returned it for 77 yards. So shortly after that, after the interception, Tennessee would fumble the ball. Right now, they're down by 5. Minnesota recovers it and goes right into the end zone, putting them up 22-10. So Tennessee was slowly taking themselves out of the game, not being able to really capitalize, on their drives. They fumble again right after that. And then Minnesota would yet again kick another field goal, putting them up 25-10. And late in the game, Tennessee responds with a 74-yard drive touchdown. DeMarco Murray would get another pass from Mariota for 4 yards. The 2-point conversion was incomplete. Not a big deal. Minnesota walks away 25-16. But yeah, Tennessee's defense did a good job of stopping the run, and really, really shutting down a good chunk of Minnesota's offense. Really limiting them. I mean, 2 defensive touchdowns, a ton of field goals wins the game for Minnesota. Their defense was able to come up big, though, after not a rough early start, but what could have been I mean, they could have easily taken themselves out of this game early on. But they hung in there, man, getting it done. We went through the quarterbacks. We went through Adrian Peterson. DeMarco Murray, 13 for 42. Marcus Mariota, 4 for 19. As for the receiving on the end here, Stephon Diggs, 7 for 103. He had an okay game. Kyle Rudolph, 4 for 64. And Adam Thielen, 4 for 54. As for Tennessee, Tajay Sharp, 7 for 76. Delaney Walker, 3 for 42. Derrick Henry, 2 for 41. DeMarco Murray, 5 for 35 with the 2 touchdowns. And Murray and Mariota also lost fumbles in this game. They got to clean that up. And then that interception from Mariota, 3 turnovers, man. That in itself is what kind of shot Tennessee in the foot throughout this game. Those turnovers. And Minnesota did a really good job at capitalizing on those for points. You know, their offense wasn't really getting it done. The defense knew what they had to do. Andrew Cedillo, I mean, with 1 fumble recovery, and Danielle Hunter with another for Minnesota's defense. Trey Waynes, 10 solo tackles, leading the way for the Vikings. Harrison Smith with 6, and Terrence Newman with 6. Eric Kendricks also had a pass defense. Linville Joseph, Daniel Hunter, and Everson Griffin, Anthony Barr all had QB hits. The team overall only recorded 2 sacks. And as for Tennessee, Denoris Searcy with 8 solo tackles leading the way for them. And then Kevin Bayard with 5 solo tackles. Denoris also had a pass defense. Joel Casey and Wellesley Woodyard with 2 QB hits throughout this game. The team overall with no sacks at all. And 4 pass defenses only. So, Tennessee, like I said, weren't able to really get it going on offense late in the game. I mean, other than the last score. But got completely shut out of that third quarter and most of the fourth, man. Minnesota's defense coming up big. Really keeping them in this game and saving them. 25-16. So, I'm going to get going, guys. That is your Vikings at Titans NFL Week 1 game analysis. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys on the next video. Until then, you guys have a good one.